there, fantastic bloggers. Welcome back to another episode of the Blogger Breakthrough Summit podcast. I'm your host, Liz Stapleton, and today we've got a sizzling hot topic that's going to revolutionize the way you think about your brand and social media presence. Grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's dive in to learn from Ashley Mason.
I think for a long time, there was this stigma ultimately, or this preconceived notion that business had to be strictly business and you couldn't have any personal integration into that. But things have totally shifted, and now people really resonate with and interact with brands that are more humanized. And so being able to incorporate more of that content into your overall presence can do a lot. I mean, an example of how that happens for me is that every time I read a book, and I'm a very big reader, every time I read a book, I post an Instagram story of the book that I'm currently reading. And that content gets the most engagement out of anything else that I post, whether it's about social media or what have you. It's like people just love to see your interests and see your passions and know who you are as a human. And that's what helps to build those close relationships that can convert down the line.
Well, now I have to ask, what book are you reading?
So I am currently finishing up Rouge, I think it's called. I'm a very big thriller reader, so I tend to gravitate towards that.
Nice. Okay, back to social media and marketing and value-driven, well-rounded strategies. So video is where it's at. I have not mastered video, especially for like reels and stuff like that. Do you have any tips on like how to get started with that? Any tools that make it simpler, or just like I mean, I'm a millennial. Don't blame everything on me. And Instagram is like a struggle. I feel like kids definitely like can figure out Instagram better than I can. Like, and by kids, I mean like my 8-year-old nephew probably could. So like any advice there, or tips, or tools, things to kind of get going in that way for social media?
Yeah. So I would say to kind of think about what content you're planning can be video. So for me, I do a lot of brain dumps for both myself and my clients, where I'll just think of a bunch of different post topics, and then I'll go through those topics and I'll kind of identify which ones could be good video content. So first you have to get into the habit of making to do videos in the first place, but it really all comes down to the preparation. I think if you're not used to recording videos or not comfortable with recording videos, having a list of talking points is key, because a lot of times when people start hitting the record button, they're just like, and they just don't know what to say. So I would say having a list of talking points is crucial, but I would also say to not necessarily write up a script, because it is very obvious when someone is reading word for word. And so if you can come up with like a few bullet points just to kind of keep yourself on track, that's awesome. I also say that with video, aim towards having a shorter length compared to longer. I mean, attention spans are so short nowadays that you want to make things concise. And so it, of course, depends on the content, which that will determine the length. But I say really anywhere from maybe like 1 to 2 minutes is the sweet spot, just to make sure that you're captivating your audience and ensuring that they're watching the whole thing. I would also say to use a tool like Descript, which I love. It's great for video editing, and it's also great for transcriptions and captions. Captions are a must because so many people watch videos with the sound off, because videos often play with the sound off. And so you want to make sure that people who are watching your video who may not have their volume on are still being able to understand the content and read along with you, and you're not kind of losing out on opportunities that way.
Well, there you have it. Show your human side, get creative with video, and don't forget those captions. Thanks for all the fabulous tips, Ashley. Okay, that's a wrap for today. Keep those ideas flowing, stay connected with your audience, and remember, you've got this. Until next time, be sure to connect and learn more about our incredible speakers by checking out the show notes. Happy blogging.